Recording is on.
Oh,
Okay, so I hit record and it worked.
the local record?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay. So there's something strange.
Okay, it is the 3rd of July, 2022. This is WIKISPEED Stand-Up. You want me to start? You want to start?
Why don't you start while I eat?
Okay. It is Michael Wolchuk, Saskatoon, Canada. I guess I'm going to combine the last couple weeks. So Book Edit, we got no progress, and Sunfounder, we kind of have no progress. Tank Level Project, I used some examples for deep sleep from GitHub and a bunch of other locations for the ESP32, and I did get it working.
Hmm.
It's weird because you get rid of the loop section of the ESP32 and everything goes in setup because it never actually gets out of setup.
Hmm.
And then you have some variables declared as being in the memory space of the real-time clock because that's the only part that keeps running in deep sleep. And then at a certain amount of time, it wakes up again. So it kind of redoes the initialization, but it kind of doesn't some. You have to reinitialize the Bluetooth. So you have to remember to close the Bluetooth and then open the Bluetooth. So it takes a while. Anyway, I still need to review what the power usage is. Since I read on the forums that there's big differences between the ESP32 boards and whether they use the power from USB or whether it comes in on the 5-volt pins or whether it comes in on the 3.3 volt pins. It shuts down massively different stuff. So I gotta get some more parts from home in order to set up and figure out how to test that. Mobile battery inverter. I brought some terminals with me to give me external access to the 12-volt battery so that I can charge it up from a 12-volt charger, and so I can use it as a booster. But the terminals I brought aren't long enough to go through the 5/8 plywood on the outside. So I have to find some bigger terminals. So that was a bit of a fail. And I put this on Ross, although it might have been better on Sunfounder. I bought the lithium iron phosphate battery packs from Kijiji. Actually, they're not lithium iron; they're lithium polymer. Anyway, they're 36 volt, 13 amp hour packs. They're $70 each. They're from Scooters. I got 3 of them, and since they're used, they don't have full capacity, so I got about a kilowatt hour of 36 volt power for $210. So it's not great. It's not bad, especially for this area. And I have a $50 DC to DC converter on order from Amazon that will let me drop that to 12 volts or 18 volts or 24 volts for use with a variety of motors that I've collected over the years, including cordless drill batteries and stuff. So I have a power source that's mobile, that's probably big enough to actually do something useful for our little red wagon or for Ross or whatever we end up doing. Cat, no progress, and I did actually read through your update emails during the week, so that's what I got done for the last, I'm going to call that 2 weeks. No more demos, although there will be demos next week. So next week, I need to bring more Ross stuff to the lake so I can work on it, including the install of Ross on the Sunfounder Raspberry Pi from scratch, hopefully Friday night. The other thing that I will be doing is measuring the amount of power that we're going to be using on the tank level and seeing which power on the chip does the best, whether I have to add an extra chip to do some battery charging so that it'll work on 3.3 volts instead of 5 volts. I'm not sure about that. And I will look for some more terminals for my my inverter project, see if I can get 12 volt access to it. Blocks. I had motivational blocks, and I thought before I started talking, I thought I had motivation trouble, but it sounds like I got a couple things done this week, so I guess I won't say that I have motivational issues. Um, I guess that's it for me. Back to you, Lauren. Oh, I got no audio. You're on mute. There we go.
Lawrence Salter, Gabriola Island, British Columbia, Canada. And past week, big thing I did was contact Joel and found out that the red tape thing has been taken care of. And so that the charitable status is, as far as I can tell, and I'm going to be kind of working with it a bit, is intact and good and up to date. So that was one big check mark. And let's see, I tested a couple of bricks I have for battery charging. I'll get them in crosstalk. But so I want to do some crosstalk about that. But I did kind of look at the batteries, and I also thought about the tank level, and I also want to talk about that in because of the different possibilities that people may have in practice. So I thought about that, and that's about it. But I also reached out to the team via Team WIKISPEED. I haven't done special emails to particular individuals, but I did send a message to the team about the red tape and about the fact that the thanks to Mary Michael, the meetings, the stand-ups are going out. So I haven't received any response from anybody, but I'm kind of ready to follow up with people. And I think I did ask the question whether, do people want to, and I kind of proposed that we'll take a break in the summer and be ready with some good stuff in September or October. So coming week, I definitely want to get the parts ordered, and I have crosstalk about that. I have a question about the ESP32s. Are there updated versions that have the USB 3? Does that matter? Probably not, but that's a question I've got. Hello?
Oh.
And blocks are actually just a lot of things moving ahead pretty nicely. So time management, I would say. And that's it for me. Back to you.
Okay. Retro, I'm going to give myself, so I got 2.5 points out of 4 for the last 2 weeks. I'm going to give myself 1 for attending stand-up, so that's 7 out of 10. Team, I'm gonna go with 8 because we're making progress. There's not a lot of progress, but we're making progress, and it is summer. And I do not have a process improvement. Back to you.
Okay, excuse me. So I'm going to give myself a 7, also 8 for the team. Process improvement, don't have it exactly yet, so no process improvement. So that's it for that, and I would like to stop recording. And
okay,
actually, after you stop recording, I want to know kind of what it looks like. Can you see the file? Does it ask you where to save the file?
Okay, I'm hitting stop recording right now. It's asking to confirm.